practical session. So in the last class, in the previous demo session, we have successfully completed what is Linux, why Linux is better, and what about Red Hat Linux operating system, and file system hierarchy standard of Linux, then finally Linux architecture. So these are the concepts theoretically we have successfully completed. So today it is a first practical session, Linux installation part. Okay, how to installing Linux operating system locally. Guys, we have number of ways to installing Linux operating system. So some people are directly installing Linux on the physical servers. Some people are installing directly on the laptops, or some people will collect the servers from the cloud, maybe Amazon Web Services, and Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud. So here I will show you over the applications by using VMware Workstation, or it is called what, Oracle VirtualBox. Even everyone to understand. So Linux virtual installation. Okay, right. So what is Linux installation part? So before going to Linux installation, everyone to understand what is VMware Workstation Pro. VMware Workstation Pro is the standard for running multiple operating systems as virtual machines on a single Linux or Windows PC. So what I'm saying, you have already laptop or desktop. So on top of your laptop, so how to installing VMware Workstation Pro? Generally, VMware Workstation is a one hypervisor software. So what is the meaning of the hypervisor? Hypervisor can run multiple operating system on a single hardware. For example, you have a laptop or desktop. It is a physical system. Physical hardware. On the physical computer, how can you install multiple virtual computers? Means you can install the what? Just a hypervisor is the software. So one of the best hypervisor software for the desktops, VMware Workstation. By using VMware Workstation, we can install virtual computers within the computer. That means we are creating virtual computers within the computer. So already you have Windows 10, Windows 7 or Windows 11 operating systems. So no need to format or reinstalling the what, your OS. So on top of your Windows 10 or Windows 11 or 7 operating system, first everyone can install the what, VMware Workstation application. So this application can manage multiple guest operating systems on a single hardware. So VMware Workstation Pro helps you to create, configure, and manage virtual computer. So by using VMware Workstation, so people can create, configure, and manage virtual computers. So simple point, what is meant by virtual computer? Computer within a computer. So we are creating virtual computers within the physical computer. So what is our physical computer means? Our laptop or desktop is a physical computer. Our laptop or desktop is a what? Physical computer. Okay. The second important thing, what about host system and host operating system? Generally, your laptop is a host system. Within the laptop, you have already Windows 7 or Windows 10 or Windows 11 operating systems are there. So which is called what? Host operating system. Your physical laptop is a host system on the Windows operating system, which is called what? Host computer operating system. So the physical computer on which you install Workstation Pro is called as the what? Host system. So where to install your operating system, which is called what? Host computer. So host computer requirements. That means you want to manage multiple guest operating systems, multiple VMs on your computer. So what are the requirements? Your processor should be 64-bit operating system. Your processor is 64-bit and memory minimum 4 GB RAM is required. But guys, I recommended 8 GB, but for installing VMware Workstation, minimum 4 GB RAM is required. But even 4 GB also sometimes not sufficient. So go with 8 GB RAM is what your physical computer. So what about your physical laptop requirements? Host computer is 64-bit processor. I mean, your laptop processor should be 64-bit, either AMD processor or it is called what Intel processor. No issue. The second important thing is VMware workstation, which is called what memory is the what 4 GB RAM is recommended. So these are the what physical computer requirements. And now, what about downloading and installing VMware Workstation Pro? So, how to downloading and installing VMware Workstation? So, first you can go with VMware Workstation software. So, this is the link to download everyone VMware Workstation software. Here is the what VMware Workstation Windows. So, just if you click on this software, so the software is 17.6.3. VMware Workstation Pro 17.6.3 is being to download. So in case it was not download, then what to do? Again to re-click the what click here option is there. Now the software is being to download. Which one? It is called what VMware Workstation. Right? So the link is available in the chat box. Let me share with what the chat box. So please use the what the above link to download the what VMware Workstation. But instead of VMware Workstation, even students can use the what Oracle VirtualBox also. Oracle VirtualBox. So both are very well Oracle VirtualBox. So here is the what Oracle VirtualBox downloads. So students can use either Oracle VirtualBox or we can use the what VMware Workstation. So both are well softwares, but I am using VMware Workstation. So Oracle VirtualBox means here we can download Windows Host. If you click on this, then Oracle VirtualBox also being to download. See this? But no need Oracle VirtualBox. I will go with what VMware Workstation Pro. First download the what VMware Workstation Pro software. Okay. So now just install the what VMware Workstation Pro. Yes. Now my VMware Workstation software is being to install. Okay. Just click on the next option and accept the license key. Then next option, next option, next option, and all are the next options. Just go for the what install. So now VMware Workstation is being to install. Okay. So the Linux software is successfully installed. Just let me finish it. Okay. So now VMware Workstation is successfully installed, guys. So we have a one icon on the desktop, which is VMware Workstation. So just open the what VMware Workstation. Okay, so this is the what default home page prompt. So the option is create a new virtual machine option is there. So the same option is under the file. So here new virtual machine option is there. Otherwise, already you have installed virtual computers. Just open the what directory virtual computers option. But this is the first time, so definitely people need to create a what new virtual machine only. But before creating new virtual machine, again, what is meant by a virtual machine? A VM, it is a full form is virtual machine. So a virtual machine is a virtual environment that functions as a virtual system with its own CPU, memory, network, and storage created on your physical computer. So, on your physical computer, if you create any virtual computer, every virtual computer its own CPU, own memory, own network, and own storage based on the what your physical computer. I mean, the physical computer share the details with your virtual computer. So every virtual computer is a isolated format. I mean, each and everything running with own CPU, own memory, own network, and own storage. Even multiple virtual computers are running in your computer, but anyone is affected, it should not affect any other running operating systems. So that's why VMs are the what? Isolated environment. Isolated means you can run multiple virtual computer on a same physical computer. Even every virtual computer running with its own CPU, own memory, own storage, or own networking. So overall, so most of the enterprises uses is a combination of physical and virtual computers in the real time for the corresponding advantages and disadvantages. So to balance the what corresponding advantages and disadvantages. So don't think every time is in the real environment only virtual computers. So sometimes virtual computers are very well, sometimes physical computers are very well. So based on the what a requirement, people to manage like virtual computers and also physical computer. Remember this point. Okay, so how to create a virtual computer by using a VMware workstation? See this? Here is the option create a new virtual machine option. Just click on the word create new virtual machine, and we have two options are there, typical and a custom option. Just click on the word typical option, select next option. But by default we have an option which is called what installer disk image file ISO. So better we can select everyone, I will install the operating system later option. So because once virtual computer is created within the virtual computer, so I will choose the what my Linux operating system. That's why I will install the operating system later only. So just click on the what next option, and now which Linux operating system you want to install it. So Microsoft Windows or Linux or VMware or any other. So now, for example, you have a Ubuntu operating system, you can select the what Ubuntu. You have a Oracle VirtualBox, you can select the what Oracle operating system. You want to use the what Red Hat Linux, you can select the what Red Hat Linux operating system. See that all Linux flavors are available. For example, your OS is Ubuntu, just select the what Ubuntu 64-bit operating system. Actually, I'm looking for Red Hat Enterprise Linux operating system. So that's why need to select the what Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 operating system. This is my Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 operating system. Okay, just click on the what next option. Okay, what is the VM name? I mean, what is your virtual computer name? So my virtual computer name is RHEL. That means Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9 because it is a latest operating system. So let me keep the what this is the what 7 a.m. batch. That's why I have specified the what RHL 9 7 a.m. batch. Okay, but where to installing your virtual computer? So I have already one folder in the C drive. The folder name is VMs. See this? The operating system is installing in the location of C drive. It is folder name is VMs. Right? Yes. What is your doubt?
Sir, actually, is there any difference in the performance with Red Hat and Ubuntu?
No. So actually, Red Hat is enterprise workloads balancing purpose very well, and Ubuntu is a what little bit desktop edition. You can go with anyone.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So now RHL 9 is the operating system, and this is the what RHL 9 operating system and installing in the C drive. But first one is the name of the VM, second one is the what installation location. Then click on the what next option. Then by default for installing Linux operating system, it is called what 20 GB. So even you want 30 GB, 40 GB, 50 GB, you can expand the disk space. This space is occupied from your physical computer. For example, your laptop hard disk space is 500 GB. So it is occupied 20 GB from your laptop hard disk. Okay. So for installing Red Hat Linux, minimum 20 GB is required. So no need to change. Just keep it the 20 GB with the default. Then next option. And what about your virtual computer settings? See this? You have selected hard disk size is 20 GB, memory size is 2 GB RAM, and a network adapter NAT. And here it is called what? Your how many CPUs are there? Two CPUs are there, and installation location is this is, and the name of the computer this is. You want to manage again, customize hardware means you want to change the details. Yes, myself is the what RAM is 4 GB. Then it is called what? Keep it the what RAM is 4 GB or my RAM size is 2 GB. 2 GB is minimum, so 2 GB is good. And processors are two, it is enough. And same way your hard disk capability and everything. Then close your settings and finish the what installation. I mean, it is called what VM computer creation. See this one virtual computer we have successfully created in the location of C drive. See this, what is the VM name? RHL9 7AM is the my VM name. Okay, what is the VM settings? Memory size is 2 GB, processor size is 2 core, hard disk is the what 20 GB, and CD DVD option and all. So I have successfully created virtual computer only. So that computer includes two CPUs, 2 GB RAM, and 20 GB hard disk. So based on this configuration, now I will go for the what Linux installation. For example, you have a physical computer of your laptop. Within the laptop, you need to install the what Windows 10 or Windows 11 laptop. Same way, one virtual computer is successfully created within the virtual computer. Now I want to install Linux operating system. So which Linux operating system? So guys, we have multiple editions in the Linux. So I recommended even it is what Ubuntu 24.0.4. This is the what latest operating system in the Ubuntu. So this Ubuntu software is 5.9 GB. So people can install the what Ubuntu 24.05. Even for Ubuntu 25.05 also latest is there. But very best idea is the what Ubuntu 24 edition. So please everyone can download the what this is the option. So the link option is in the chat box how to download the what Ubuntu. So don't use the what mobile networks. So mobile networks not supported. It is called what 6 GB. So maybe you have more than 6 GB space, then we can use the what mobile networks also. So this is the option to download the what Ubuntu. But anybody looking for Red Hat Enterprise Linux operating system, so I recommended Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.6 binary DVD option. See this in the page we have Red Hat Enterprise Linux 10 or Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.6 boot ISO image files are there. But actually these ISO image files are 400 MB, 600 MB only. But these are not DVD images. So then what to do? Offline install images options are there. Under this, please select the what Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.6 DVD. If you click on this option, automatically the software will be downloaded. So let me copy link address this option, and in the chat box, Red Hat image also is there. We can use the word either Red Hat or Ubuntu. But remember, so you want to download this Red Hat software. So first we need to sign up your account. So first we need to sign up your account. I mean, here it is called what? Okay, no need. Okay, first everyone can
What is
sign.
the difference between DVD and the ISO?
ISO size is nothing but it is a command line only. But DVD supports command line, GUI, and all options. That's why it is around 10 GB size DVD. Okay.
It means in
But
the
if
Linux
it's
you can also with the GUI, right? Using the
right, yes, we will get the what GUI option also. But if you go for the what boot ISO, you will get only command line.
so industry prefers which one?
Sorry,
Industry, real industry prefers which one? ISO DVD.
everyone can download. This is the what DVD only because in the DVD even ISO also boot ISO also included. So everyone will use the what binary DVD only. Okay.
No, I mean to say in the real time in the industry, we should download the DVD or ISO.
DVD.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So because the boot ISO file is also included in the binary DVD. Because downloading ISO, downloading binary DVD is nothing. But installation format is important. Okay. Right. So how to installing the what? This Linux operating system. Now I will show you. See this. So once images are downloaded, remember. So once your Red Hat image or Ubuntu images are downloaded, then how to enable the what? Your DVD option. See this. In this option, the DVD is not connected. So even the image file is not connected. So everyone choose the what CD DVD SATA option. Here use ISO image file. I mean we can browse the what your downloaded software from here. Just click on the what browse option, and now myself it is called what 9.5 is there, Ubuntu 24 is there, Red Hat 10 is there, and Red Hat 9.4 is there. So let me use the what 9.5, or you can use the what 9.6, or you can use the what 9.4. Any one Linux is required because these are the what practicals on the Linux. So these commands will execute on any version of the what Linux operating system. That's what even I recommended Ubuntu also. So anyone can use the what any Linux operating system. So let me use here it is called what Red Hat 9.5 software DVD option. Then okay. So based on this connected image, so now I will start the what my virtual computer. So now let me start the what power on this virtual computer option. Now my installation is began. So we have three options are there. Install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.5 and test this Media 9 and install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.5 and troubleshooting option. So you want to get any errors, then people will go for the troubleshoot options. But here I recommended the option install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.5 because I don't want to even test the what my Linux operating system. So everyone to select install Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.5. Just click on that. Now my installation is started. Please wait. So this is called what? Just offline installation part. Anybody having already knowledge on Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, or Amazon Cloud, directly you can select the what one Linux server from the cloud computing. So on top of the Linux, you can take the what your practicals. So this is the what offline method installation part. Okay. So Red Hat Linux 9 supports multiple languages, even Hindi, English, Telugu, and Malayalam, and even all languages are supported by Red Hat Linux 9. So everyone can select. It is called what English and US English. So just choose the what English language, US English. Then click on the what continue option. And now these are the what primary options, guys. So the keyboard language US and language support is the what English, and time zone here we can select it. So Asia Kolkata time zone. So right now here it is called what the map is Asia Kolkata. Even you want to choose the what another country, this is the what Africa related. So this is the what America's related. So this is called what America. So this is called what Americas. So now this is called what America. So now UK Asia location this is. So now even multiple cities and multiple regions and multiple cities also you can select manually. Otherwise, you can choose the what India map here. By default, Asia Kolkata is the time zone. Okay. Then choose the what done option. Okay. Language is okay. And the next one is under the software selection option. Remember everyone, don't select the word connected to Red Hat, don't select the word installation source media. These two are the word default, but here software selection option is there. So under the what software selection option, server with GUI option is there, server option is there, minimal install option is there. So right now, here it is called what server with GUI option. That means your operating system support integrated graphics and graphical user interface operating system and command line interface operating system. I mean, everything is included under with what server with GUI. So this option is recommended only for the testers and the developers, those kind of things. I mean, front-end users will use the what server with GUI option. But what is the server option and what is the minimal option? Server option means it supports only CLI, command line interface only. So we don't have any graphics, we don't have any GUI, I mean graphical user interfaces option. So you want to install Linux operating system with server with GUI. So minimum 20 GB space is required, but server option is minimum 8 GB space is required. But even cloud installations means this is the minimal install. So the operating system running with very basic functionality. I mean all softwares are not included under the what minimal install. But production, I mean, in the IT company recommends only server installation. But cloud installations are like Amazon Linux, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud. People maintain the platforms minimal installations. Remember, this is the main step. So even you can download binary CPD, binary boot ISO image or anything, no issue. Okay. So the softwares are available in different formats. But when will you download this boot ISO image file? This one is only 600 MB software size. That 6 MB software size supports only minimal installation. That software doesn't support server. That software doesn't support server with GUI. So when the software is available with boot DVD ISO image file, then only these options are visible. Then only all options are visible. Here we can select the what your right platform. I mean, so in the real environment, production servers running with what server option, front-end users will use the what server with the GUI option. So here I will go for the what server with the GUI option. So the server with the GUI options need more time for installation. But if you select the what server and the minimal option, it will install immediately because operating systems are running with latest, I mean basic functionalities only. But if you go for server with GUI, see in the right side, even multiple options are there. So you want to install, like it is called what .NET software, virtualization software, DNS servers, FTP servers. So multiple options in the right side. So these are the what development tools. This is the what .NET development software. This is the what graphical administration tools. So multiple softwares are right side available. For example, if I select the what .NET development, then what happens? So along with the Linux, .NET will be installed in top of the what? This Linux operating system. So if I select the what security tools, then security tools will be installed automatically. So I don't want any other softwares. I want to install just operating system with server with GUI only. So this is the what good option. But remember, production needs only server. This server only running with command line. We don't have any GUI. And minimal also, it's running with command line, but it's very basic functionality operating system. So let me choose the word server with GUI. Click on the word done. So now by default, software selection is the word server with GUI. And the next important thing, installation destination method. Choose the what installation destination method. So my hard disk capacity is 20 GB. Don't click on this. Here we have two options are there. Automatic option is there, custom option is there. So for example, automatic option means same like in Windows, the entire operating system running with C drive only. So we don't have any other drives. So you want to split multiple drives like C drive, D drive, E drive, same like it is called what custom option. But I recommended only automatic installation, no need any custom installations here. Just click on the word done. So now my operating system running with what automatic partition selected. I mean OS will choose the word like drive C, D, E, F like that. Okay. And the next one is under the what network and host name option. So by default, this computer running with what 192.168.10.10 IP address. So you want to disable the what network option. Just click on the what here is what enable or disable option. So I want to keep the what my computer host name. This computer name is the what server only. So otherwise you can choose the what your name or anything, or host is the computer, anything you can choose it. No issue. Okay. So now here it is called what the computer host name is server only. Then click on the what done. Next, here user settings option. Remember these two are the what main steps. One is root password, another one is user creation. So in the last class, I told you the one option is we have two Linux users. One is the super user. So super user means is an admin. Super user means admin. So in the Linux environment, not only Red Hat, in any Linux environment, the admin username as root is the admin. If you log in with root account, if you log in with root account, by default, the root user login prompt is hash. By default, the root user login prompt is hash. But one other user is there, which is called what? Normal user. Normal user means like developers and testers or anyone. So, for example, the username is ROM. Okay, the ROM, any normal user login prompt is $1. So overall, we have two login prompts are there.